Sketches are the core of everything we do in Onshape, and the constraints and dimensions are the glue holding those sketches together. Let's take a look at a few examples of the different constraints in Onshape. The first constraint to cover is coincident. To make two or more entities coincident, select them from the graphics and select coincident. Selecting 2 points and making them coincident brings them together. Creating a coincident constraint between 2 arcs or circles mean they share the same center point and diameter. Creating a coincident constraint between 2 lines brings them together. Another neat thing to note is you can also create a coincident constraint between a sketch entity and a plane. Now let's take a look at the concentric constraint. The concentric constraint allows me to attach any point to the center of a circle or arc. It can be also used to align the center point of 2 circles or arcs. Next, let's take a look at parallel. Like the name implies, the parallel constraint makes 2 or more lines parallel. Simply select the lines, then select parallel. The next one on our list is the tangent constraint. Tangency can be added between arcs, lines and arcs, and even arcs and planes. The horizontal constraint is used to make lines or points horizontal. Simply select the lines or points and select horizontal. The vertical constraint behaves in an identical fashion to horizontal, except of course the lines or points will be aligned vertically. The perpendicular constraint is used to make 2 lines perpendicular. Just select the 2 lines, then select perpendicular. The equal constraint allows me to select one or more of the same sketch entities and set them to equal in size. Lines can be set to the same length by selecting them and selecting equal. Circles can be set to the same diameter by selecting them and setting them to equal. The midpoint constraint allows you to attach a point to the midpoint of a line or arc. To add a midpoint constraint, select the line or arc and a point. The next constraint is normal. This makes a line and a curve, or a curve and a plane normal to each other. Just select the line and curve or curve and plane and select normal. Next on our list is the pierce constraint. The pierce constraint allows me to constrain a sketch entity to the intersection between that entity and another sketch plane. Here I want to attach the top line to the intersection point where this curve intersects my current sketch plane. Just select the curve and the point and select pierce. The symmetric constraint is used to create symmetry between sketch entities of the same type and a center line. Simply select the sketch entities you'd like to make symmetric, select the symmetry line, then select symmetric. The last constraint on our list is fix. As the name implies, fix will ground or constrain in all directions whatever sketch entities are selected. So that's a short breakdown of Onshape's sketch constraints and a few examples of where they can be used. Take a look at some of the other sketch-related videos for more info on sketching in Onshape.